Are you ambitious but lazy and want to become a saint? Have your previous attempts to break addictions, grow in virtue, or improve prayer life failed? Have you tried to implement too many positive habits all at once and it all came crumbling down? Then come, join me on a journey of growth to the saint you were born to be. Today, I will lay out a practical 7-step process to build habits, fight vices, and become the best version of yourself as we climb the stairs towards heaven together. Perform each step consistently 2 weeks before adding the next step and see how it changes your life. Step 1. Pick a new positive action and perform it every day. The key here is to choose something that you do not normally do but can add easily into your routine. Here are some ideas. Drink a glass of water. Make your bed in the morning. Eat a vegetable. Floss. No, not that kind of floss. Do 10 push-ups. Compliment someone daily. Looking good. Step 2. For the next 2 weeks, simply continue to keep your habit, but add a short prayer before or while you're doing it.
Lord, help this guy to have a good day.
Looking good. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Jesus, thank you for hydration.
Step 3. Write down one shortcoming each night. A shortcoming is any instance where you sin or fail in virtue. This practice helps you become aware of areas for growth.
I scrolled shorts when I should have been studying.
Keep it simple. Only write down one per night. We're not looking for essays, just consistency. Step 4. Each morning, read the shortcoming you wrote and pray for the strength to overcome the challenge the coming day brings.
Lord, help me to see good YouTube shorts today. After I get my work done.
These 4 steps will take you no more than 5 minutes per day and will train your mind in developing habits, integrating prayer into your life, and becoming more reflective. Any lazy but ambitious person can spare 5 minutes. You just need to remember to do it. 2-week segments is just a recommendation. The key to this system is not to get ahead of yourself. Doing the next slightly harder thing brings us up 1 step. No one can jump a staircase all the way up. Step 5. Add 5 minutes of prayer to your day. This may seem like a big leap, but now that you've built the habit of building habits, you'll be surprised that it's easier to carve out time than you think. These 5 minutes will help you reflect and solidify your ability to grow. During these 5 minutes, think of 5 things you're grateful for. This will keep you motivated. And for the rest of the time, pray however you want. Step 6. Choose a new positive habit to build, a little more difficult than the first one from step 1. Maybe no snoozing your alarm, no snacking after dinner, daily jog, cold showers, no phone in your bed at night.
Hello?
If you've kept consistent and trained your brain, you should be able to add the next hardest thing. Going as slow as you need is okay. We want to prevent the crash and burn. Step 7. Create a daily action-based resolution. You've been noticing your shortcomings and have committed to performing positive actions daily. Now it's time to combine the skills you've trained. Instead of feeling doomed by the same mistakes over and over again, write a resolution, an action-based response to your shortcomings. This should be specific and achievable, an action that, written down, you can check off as having succeeded. Here are some examples.
I talked too much about myself today. Ask someone else about their life. I was too aggressive at hockey. Compliment an opponent. I failed in self-control. Tomorrow, I will fast.
Try to avoid a resolution that is too broad, because you'll be unsure if you actually succeeded or not. Sometimes the resolution you made will not present itself in a situation the following day. And even more often, will you find yourself making the same resolutions over and over again. This is okay. In fact, this is great. Through this process, you are noticing your most habitual downfalls and now know what you need to focus your efforts on. After 14 weeks, 3 months, you have trained your brain in this system. And now that you have built the habit of building habits, you can go back to steps 5 and 6 and modify them based on your capability. Maybe after a month, your 5 minutes of prayer becomes 10 or 15. With practice at discovering your shortcomings, choose habits that respond to your greatest weaknesses. Do not get discouraged, but look back on how far you have come, and with God's grace, continue to commit to daily actions that respond to your biggest flaws and help you become the best version of yourself. If you still feel like these 7 steps are an insurmountable battle, there is a remedy for even the most lazy but ambitious people to succeed. What I call step 0. Do it with a friend. 2 people taking part in this process together is the ultimate hack to success. Take this story. One day in class, a student has the idea that during the teacher's 3-minute break, he would run out of the schoolhouse, jump in the creek that flows by campus, and make it back in time for the rest of class. After successfully committing this feat, a friend wanted to do it too. Bound with enthusiasm about the stunt, the friends make this afternoon dip part of their routine. As the cold of winter rolls in, neither friend wants to be the one that taps out, and won't just leave the other friend hanging to do it alone. And thus the cycle continues, that though the mid-class splash became exceedingly less comfortable, the friends continue on all the way through to the end of the semester, until my friend and I made our last jump on December 3rd in the snow.
Did he make it?
Now, this is a goofy story, but it reveals a great truth. The existence of someone else who you do not want to let down will keep you shockingly more accountable. This is why the accountability of a friend is step 0. It is not because you will fail if you do this alone. In fact, the building of habits is something only you have the power to do for yourself. But someone else striving alongside you will keep you motivated and in check to pursue your goals. So, will you join me in keeping the fight to build our best future selves? Refer back to the steps, adapt them for what makes sense for you. Build holy habits which target your sinful ones, and do not give up. For the scriptures say, "The lazy person craves, yet receives nothing, but the desires of the diligent are satisfied." So what are you still doing here on YouTube? Go, get to work!